Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. If you could like my video and subscribe to my channel, it would help. The trade union has called upon Angela Rayner to replace Starmer, and they want somebody to stand up to Donald Trump. Well, if Angela Rayner ever became Prime Minister, Donald Trump would eat her for breakfast. Can you see Rayner physically and mentally standing up to Donald Trump? He'd chew her up and spit her out. Goodness knows what he'd make of her if she was to become Prime Minister. I hope to God she never does. But according to one trade union, they want her to replace Starmer, who's not had a very good week again, has he? I mean, he thought last week was a week of hell for him. This week has been another week of hell for him. He's had another week of hell, and of course, the he'll be able to put his feet up next week because there's no Prime Minister's question time next week, next Wednesday, because of the MPs are on recess again. But going back to Rayner, can you see, like I've said, can you see her standing up to Donald Trump? It's absolutely laughable. She couldn't intimidate a mouse. Let's put it this way. She's like Starmer. She's incapable of even running the country. She's a left-wing loony, just like Starmer. I mean, he's giving in to his left-wing MPs, their demands. So she'll be the same. Well, she's a lefty anyway, isn't she? She's a lefty, and she's already apparently set up a website for her to become Prime Minister. If she ever became Prime Minister, I wouldn't give her long in the job. She wouldn't last long. She'd be gone. I mean, how much longer is Starmer going to hang on to his job? How much longer is it before he decides he's had enough? He keeps hanging on, doesn't he, by his fingernails, and he just keeps hanging on. He won't go. I mean, a bit like Jeremy Corbyn when he was leader of the Labour Party. They couldn't get rid of him. He wouldn't leave until he was forced out. And this is what will happen to Starmer when Starmer keeps refusing to resign. They'll eventually force him out. They'll make him go. He'll have the embarrassment then of being forced to resign. But at the moment, Starmer is still there. He's like a bad smell that won't go away. I mean, he thinks he's the greatest prime minister we've ever had. Well, he's not. Everybody hates him, don't they? Everybody can't stand him. He's loathed, and I think he's a latest. I think there's a latest opinion poll that's put Starmer poll rating through the floor. Now, Starmer hasn't got much longer left, but going back to Rayner, what a nightmare it would be if she was to become Prime Minister. Just think of the chaos that would follow if she became Prime Minister. I mean, you think it's bad now with Starmer. Rayner as Prime Minister? It would be absolutely chaos. That's all it would be in Britain. We wouldn't have a government. We would have. I mean, we've got a government of chaos now, but it'd be even worse with Rayner as Prime Minister. I mean, there's even talk of Mad Miliband. He's been trying to be Prime Minister. He's another lunatic with his net zero obsession. No wonder this country is in such a mess. No wonder we're a laughing stock. Other countries are just laughing at us and seeing what we are. A joke of a country at the moment. We haven't got a serious Prime Minister leading a serious government, have we? They're just a bunch of amateurs. And of course, we've got the local elections coming up in May. So I don't think that Starmer will have another bad night when the results come in and he sees that there is like Labour have been nearly wiped out in the local elections. The man's an imbecile and he doesn't know what he's doing. But as for Rayner, the thought of her becoming Prime Minister is as well stuff of nightmares. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.